Just for both of you guys, actually, they seem to play a heavy game tonight, heavy on the forecheck, tough to defend out front of the net. How much of a difference did their physicality play in this game from your point of view?
Yeah, I think that, you mentioned in front of the net, and I feel like that was a big difference. And Todd talked about it throughout the game, even as a key before. And I feel like both sides, offense and defense, they were pretty hungry in front of the net. And, they play with good sticks all over the ice. And, we weren't as sharp and as crisp as we needed to be to break them down.
And what did you notice as far as their heavy play on the forecheck?
I mean, they closed quick. So I think we handled the pressure pretty well for our breakout. I thought we broke the puck out fairly clean. Other than that, we just got out-competed today. And obviously that's a hard one to swallow, but we have a great chance of bouncing back in 2 days and make up for it. We know they're a good team, but we just got to up our level a little bit.
Moritz, how do you defend better against, I think the first 3 goals were all tips?
I mean, obviously, I think that goes both ways. I think we've got to be in the shooting lane in the first place, and then we as defensemen, we just got to pick up sticks. Either we try to block it, or we get a stick on their forward, but we got to do either one, and they just can't get behind our goal line that easy.
This is 5 games out of 6, Moritz, where you guys have given up at least 4. Before that, you had a run of 7 in a row where you gave no more than 2. What are you seeing as the difference in the more recent games?
We just aren't as good around our own net. On the other side, I think we can create enough shots. I think we have a good amount of ozone time, but we can't really get to the dirty areas, make it hard for their goalie, and get shots through. Other than that, I think we just got to stay with it, dial it in a little bit, and then I think we're a really good team.
Was the intensity out there a little different tonight? Everybody's been talking about, you two are both battling for the playoffs and whatnot. Did you feel it was a little extra tonight?
I think it's always a little extra against Columbus. Obviously, also a younger team as we're trying to be, and almost I think in the same situation. I think it was a little bit extra. I think emotions are a great thing for our sport, and especially for our locker room. And now we just have to translate into the next game. Obviously, it's going to be special, but we got to come up with 2 points no matter what.
Along those lines, how much do you like getting the chance to see the same team again 2 days from now going off?
It's great. Try to get 500 again, make it 1-1, and we're right back at it. And then almost nothing happened in the standings, but we just gotta make sure we're really dialed in and ready to go.
Obviously, you wish you gained the 2 points tonight in the standings to compare against the 2. But when you look at how extracurricular and maybe distracting an event like Saturday could be, does this battle keep you a little more focused on the hockey at hand? Yeah,
I think it definitely does. Tomorrow's the day for fun and skiing with the family and seeing the rink for the first time and enjoying it. And when it gets to Saturday, it's normal routine. We know what's at stake and how important every point is. So when Saturday comes around, it'll be about executing our game plan to the best of our abilities.
You've got 9 power play goals in the last 5 games, JT. What's clicking for you guys with the man advantage?
I think that both units are moving the puck quick and have an attack mentality and a shot mentality, and it's easy for our unit to watch how that top unit does it every night in, night out, and see how they're able to expose different penalty kills. And when you have like a good vision you're getting from those guys, it's easy to go out and execute.
Todd, Moritz Seider thought you lost the compete battle tonight. How did you see the game?
I would say that Mo's fairly accurate. You look at the type of opportunities we gave up. Anything up high, we had opportunities to knock pucks down with our bodies, be in shooting lanes, and we weren't. You have to give them credit for creating some of those lanes, though. And then anything around the net, I didn't think we were playing like we have in the past and like we're capable of doing. The one guy that did a real good job in and around that area was Talbs. I thought he made some incredible saves. It could have been, the game could have been much worse than it was. So disappointing from that standpoint, and a few other areas as well.
When a team plays a heavy game against you like they did here tonight, well, how do you best answer that?
Well, their heaviness was, directing pucks to the net and volume shooting and going to the blue paint. So we've worked in practice on some body position and some box outs and some fronting. But if the puck doesn't get there, you don't have to even do that. And I thought we did a real poor job of doing some of the hard things tonight at the blue paint, as I mentioned, but also up top. I'm going to reiterate, we had opportunities to take a puck to the shin or to the ankle or to the leg, and it seemed to get by us. And that's a little disappointing because you can't go to where this group wants to go to without that as being part of it.
You've had now, I think, 5 out of 6 games where you've given up at least 4.
Mhm.
You always talk about it being a race to
Yep.
3. I mean,
Not a good number, is it? No.
what's been the difference? Before that, you had 7 in a row where you didn't give up more than 2.
Well, tonight was a little different than maybe some of the other nights. I look at if we go back to the Tampa game, because that was the one we all forget. That was a 6-goal night, 5 before an empty netter. That game in itself was just a very poorly, sloppily played game, and I don't know if it matched what we've seen since defensively. It was just not good. A couple of the other games we were able to be at 4-2 and then or 4-3 and gave up 6-on-5 goals. So I think that feels different. That means the numbers are running up on you a little bit more. Pretty good outing in Minnesota the other day. Not a lot of opportunities anywhere, so the number was low there. Tonight our net play, basically on all 4, and our ability to commit. I'm answering it over again, wasn't where it needed to be. And I'll add to that, we had some guys missing. We had some key people that play. We're not talking about 8-minute players. We're talking about 21, 22-minute players that were missing. For whatever reason, sometimes that happens. They'll get a chance at redemption outdoors 2 nights from now.
Todd, what are you seeing with Dylan? Is it a bit of 4 Nations hangover or the Dylan Larkin?
Well, I can't beat around the bush. He was missing. He was one of the players that I'm talking about. And he's a big boy. He can handle hearing that. He's going to hear it from me tomorrow. Just a lot of mishandles, unsure of plays that he usually makes. I'd like to think that the 4 Nations is so far past us already. We've had enough rest. I'm not using it as an excuse, so I'm not even going to go there. We're playing big games. We need our big players to play big games, and we'll need more from not only him, but from some others.
Was the line juggling a message or just searching for something?
A little bit of both. The 3 of them did not have a good night, so we needed to try something. And, so both. It wasn't going good. Coach makes a decision to shuffle things around a little bit, try and ignite somebody or find a couple players. I'm not sure if it worked or not. Obviously, we didn't get what we wanted, so.
Alex DeBrincat now has points in 8 straight games. Other than his goal scoring, what is it that you like the most out of his game?
If you could take him and rub him against a few of our other guys tonight, we'd have a real good chance. You guys watch how competitive he is on every puck, in every situation. There's nothing he backs down from. He plays in traffic. He's physical on offense, which means when he's got the puck, he's hard to knock off, and he goes to dirty areas to score. He's not somebody I'm at all concerned about, and that's a good thing because that's how he plays.
Todd Compher had another goal and assist. He had a pretty good game the other day too. Do you see some traction there now?
I do. He was, he took a lot of face-offs for us tonight. He was our best face-off guy. And, on a night where maybe a few of our other centers weren't up to snuff, if you will. He gave us what he could and gave us a pretty good night.
They put together Johnson, Jenner, and Van Riemsdyk in the second period. That line gave you a lot of trouble. What were they doing?
Well, they didn't start that way. They lost Sillinger, and then when Sillinger got hurt, but they're the pretty talented group of players. Like when you're playing at the B level and they're playing at the A+ level, it doesn't matter who you are. There's such a gap or a difference between the level of play, especially when you get to the top 6. And yeah, they played well together. I tip my hat to them. Good. Okay.